I had a few things planned for the last couple of weeks, but as often happens, things got in the way. So I'm out for a walk this afternoon. It's a lovely Sunday, sun's shining, sky's blue, and I'm just out to get out of the house a little bit. What I had planned was to just go out and be a bit creative, do a couple of short videos, one a week for the last 2 weeks. It was part of the challenge for August, organised by the MTDV Video Community. You've probably seen some previous videos that I've done on the channel. We got given a topic and given a bit of creative freedom to go ahead and do whatever we wanted, basically, and normally, under normal circumstances, that'd be fine. Unfortunately, on the Monday of the first week, things went a bit mental at work. Now, August and September is always a busy period. We call it silly season, but this year it was particularly silly, mainly because there were that many people, colleagues and project managers from different departments who were on annual leave all at the same time. Plus there was a couple of people who'd gone off sick. It just made things really, really difficult, and the people who were left in found ourselves having to take on a lot more responsibility that we wouldn't normally be, we wouldn't normally get involved with. There wasn't anything particularly difficult about what we were doing. It's the type of stuff that we do day in, day out, managing various projects, but it was just the sheer workload and the hours needed to make sure everything happened. That's what got in the way. So what I found was that I was working a lot longer hours, as were a couple of other people, starting early in the morning, finishing in the evening, and by the end of each day you found yourself mentally exhausted, which turned into physical exhaustion, and I just didn't want to do anything else that involved thinking or mental processing. And that just came at exactly the wrong time for producing these videos and being a bit creative. I did manage to do a little bit of something while in the last 2 weeks. I did have some footage from a recent bike ride. I had some footage from a holiday in the Lake District at Grisdale Forest, which I edited down and put together in DaVinci Resolve. Put those up on my mountain bike channel, Chuckles MTB. I also had some drone footage, which I had from the holiday as well. So I put that together and put that on my drone channel. I'm sure you've all had it. You know, when you get to that point where you're so physically and mentally exhausted that all you want to do is do stuff which you don't really have to think about. And that's where I found myself. When I did have time off, all I wanted to do was sit and catch up with some YouTube videos and do things where I didn't really have to think about it. I didn't really have to stress about it. I was doing things which I enjoyed doing, which I can do quite naturally without really thinking about it. And that was the main thing, was not having to think about anything. I just really didn't really have the time or the energy to put a lot of thought into things. So unfortunately I missed those 2 weeks of the challenge, but I did do the first week. I missed week 2 and week 3, but week 1 I managed to do a daily video, which I'm actually really pleased with. I think the short videos, where they're a lot easier to manage and a lot easier to edit and produce time-wise. I think they've been really, that was really beneficial. I didn't really have to think about that all that much. But yesterday was a Saturday. I managed to get out for a nice long walk. I took my drone out at the end of the working week, got a lot sorted out, got a lot finished. And that was good. That was 5 hours just walking the usual canal tow paths and cycleways on the old railway lines where I normally typically walk every day. But I'd not done as much during the work day that I typically would, simply because I didn't have the time. So I saved it all up for the weekend and had another 5.5 hour blowout, 23 kilometres, and it felt really good. But when I got back, so today, apart from walking the dog this morning, I've just come out for an hour. I have my backpack, my small shoulder bag. I've got my Osmo Pocket 3, which I'm recording on at the moment, and I have got the drone in my bag as well, just in case, because you never know. So there's no real point to this video. I suppose it was just after missing out on the challenge videos for the last couple of weeks, I felt as though I just needed to take my camera out, take advantage of the nice weather and do a little bit of recording. There was no plan, no script, but I thought I would feel a lot better by just going out and doing something. And I'm already feeling a lot better simply because I've got some footage on the camera that I can import into DaVinci Resolve and have a play with. So you don't always have to have a plan. Sometimes the important thing is just to switch on the camera and have a chat, just like you're talking to a friend. It's a beautiful day today. Anyway, I'm going to carry on walking. I've got a loop of this football field and back up to the house. Might even catch the end of the F1 this afternoon. We shall see. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next video. Bye for now.